you are the only one.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tanya Singh and today's topic is being confident. So in this video, I'm going to put forward 5 tips that I personally use to gain confidence, because for the people who know me, they already know that I was never ever confident in my past. Before I start the video, I just want to tell you that this is not something impossible, because if a person like me can achieve it, anybody can achieve it. Any one of you can be confident, because I was never ever confident. If you ask my friends, they will tell you that I was never ever confident in my past. Even while giving presentations, I had to practice way too much because I never wanted to get zoned out in public. I was so scared and nervous. Maybe it was only in class 12th that I was a little bit confident, because I was the prefect of my house. So that point of time I had a little bit of confidence, but then it just like... So the first point that you need to follow in order to be confident is making a list. Making a list of things that boosts up your confidence, or a list of things that make you feel not so confident about yourself, will allow you to be specific on what front you exactly need to work on, or in which direction you exactly need to work on. What are some of your attitudes or beliefs or patterns that you follow, that you are aware that doesn't serve you, that sabotages the way you think of yourself? Everything starts with the belief. If you believe that you are confident, you will reflect that energy outside. But if you believe that you're not confident, that is what you reflect outside. So it is important for you to understand that it's just your self-limiting beliefs that you reflect outside that shows you and others that you are not confident. Begin the list with all those self-limiting beliefs that you have, including all the ways in which you put yourself down. Maybe you don't like the character that you play in front of others. Maybe you pretend to be somebody you're not. Maybe you always keep on self-sabotaging the image that you have. Maybe you always keep on criticizing your inner self. Write everything, all the things that you don't like about yourself, all those things that make you feel not confident about yourself or about your life. Write all those things down. Then on the other hand, make a list of things that you feel proud about, the things that make you feel good about your life, or maybe the past experiences or the past events that you had in your life where you felt most confident about your life. Write everything out. Basically anything that you can brag about if given a chance. Anytime your inner critic tells you that you are not good enough, or gives you negative scenarios in your head, or tells you you won't be able to rise, you won't be able to achieve, go on and read all the achievements that you have, all the positive traits that you have, all the places where you feel confident, all the aspects where you feel confident. And what we are doing basically is we are creating a base. We are creating a base from where we actually want to rise. So go through the list of things that make you feel confident without ignoring the places or the aspects where you don't feel confident. Remember, we are not trying to ignore the reality. We are not trying to ignore where we don't feel confident. We are just trying to accept everything, because we can bring in the change only when we start accepting everything. So for example, if you don't feel confident in front of your friends, tell yourself a more positive statement. It's okay, I don't feel confident in front of my friends, but I'm really proud of my work front where I actually feel very confident. A lot of times why people don't feel confident about themselves is because they spend so much of time talking negatively about themselves. You stand in front of the camera or you stand in front of the mirror and you speak so much negatively about yourself. Oh, I don't like that face. Oh, I don't like my nose. I don't like my this. I don't like my that. I don't like the way I walk. I don't like the way I talk. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. That breaks your own confidence. And you should be your biggest inspiration, because you have seen yourself in so many scenarios. You thought you would not be able to survive in so many scenarios, but you still are here. You have done so much of work. You have done so much of inner work to be where you are today. So don't doubt on yourself and don't break your own confidence. Be confident about where you are today, because you have done so much of work to be here. So many times we get inspired by so many people, but how much do you know them? How much do you know them? So, we are our biggest inspirations. We have to be our biggest inspirations. Think about the times when you felt that your life was so stuck. Think about those moments where you felt like you could not move on from so many things. Think about those times where you felt your life was just over. When you have dealt with so much of shit in your life, you already should be so proud of yourself, I tell you. So whenever you have those kinds of things going on in your mind, think about those scenarios where you felt all lost. You still fought and you're still here. So feel confident about these aspects. The second tip is groom yourself. For both men and women, make sure you take shower on regular basis. Take good care of your skin. Brush your teeth regularly. Take good care of your hair. Also, wearing well-fitting clothes, the clothes that make you feel positive about your body, the clothes that make you feel good about your body and which doesn't make you feel conscious about your body, is actually a golden rule in all personal grooming tips. I have noticed that on the days that I don't really get out of my bed and I don't make an attempt to follow these rules, I feel so much of lack in my confidence. It's like I can't even face myself in the mirror because I don't feel confident, I don't feel good about my looks, I don't feel good about my life as whole. So I think for me it's directly associated with confidence, because on the days I take good care of my skin, I take good care of my hair, I take good care of my body, and I wear the clothes that I really like, I feel so confident. Even when you're staying at home, I know a lot of people are not going out of their house these days, but wear something that makes you feel confident about yourself. And I'm not telling you to wear those heavy lehengas and those dresses and gowns, but just something that makes you feel confident, something very casual, something which is very light and makes you feel really, really happy about yourself. The third tip is being you. Let others inspire you and not deflate you. It's okay to have mentors, it's okay to have inspirations, it's okay to take inspirations from so many sources, but don't forget that you are so unique. Don't forget the power that you have. Don't forget you are so beautiful and unique in your own way. Sometimes we just try to be somebody that we are not. We try to pretend to be somebody that we are not, just to be accepted by some group of people, or your friends, or your partner, or maybe it can be anyone. In order to live your dreams, be proud of what makes you unique instead of feeling the constant pressure or the constant urge to follow the crowd. I remember during the first year of my college, there was so much of pressure all of a sudden on me. I felt that I had grown up so much all of a sudden. I had these constant urges and constant questions, or set of questions in my mind that I was asking myself: who am I? What do I want to do in life? Where am I heading? Who is that I am really wanting to associate with? All these kinds of questions were all of a sudden coming up on the surface. And on the other hand, there was this so much of pressure, the peer pressure, the pressure of fitting in, the pressure of being accepted by so many people in college. That was just overwhelming. All of a sudden, I felt like I was losing myself. I was losing the originality I had. I was losing myself in order to just fit in. I was just being the same as others. And that was scaring me. That was scaring me so much, because I am somebody who's very expressive, who's very emotional. And if I love you, I'm going to express it like thousands and thousands of times that, I really love you and you mean the world to me. But I was just not expressing myself. I was keeping my opinions to myself. I was not being vocal about anything. And I was just hiding my talents and my opinions that I had. After some time, I could not carry that anymore and I exploded. I started being myself. And the real conflict took place when I started being myself. I was like one day, no, I cannot do this anymore. I cannot play this part anymore. I just have to be myself, because I was suffocating myself every time I was trying to be somebody that I was not. So I started being myself, and that was when all my so-called friends, or the friends that I thought were my real friends, left me. They started talking behind my back, and they started telling me that you have changed. Yes, I did change, but it was the original me, and nobody was wanting to accept me. Nobody was wanting to be with me, and nobody was, tolerating what opinions I had or talents that I was showcasing. And that was when I started to lose almost all the so-called friends that I had in my life, because I was trying to express myself more, I was trying to be original, I was trying to show my talent. They literally had a problem with every little thing that I did. At first, I was not really happy with the consequence of being original in front of those people, because I felt that there was nobody who was wanting to be with me. But it is so important. And I just want to tell you that for a while it will feel strange, because you will lose people out of your life. But it's completely okay to lose people from your life, but it's not okay to lose yourself in the process. So I want to tell you that you will be too much for some people, and those aren't your people. So it's completely okay to lose others in the process, but don't lose yourself. You're losing others to find yourself, and that's completely okay. Remember that you have to be original, you have to be true to yourself, and that's what is going to give you that confidence. That is what is going to provide you with confidence. And from the time I've started being original, from the time I've started accepting things for what it is, and I've started expressing myself the way I feel, my life is very peaceful, and I feel really, really confident about everything in my life. When you start being your true self, you will start attracting everyone that is authentic. You won't be inviting all those kinds of toxic people who only like a part of your life, or who only like the way you pretend yourself to be. You will invite all those original people who genuinely want to be by your side and who genuinely care about you. The fourth tip is learn new skill. Take a moment and ask yourself, what is that excites you? Is it pottery? Is it hairstyling? Is it cooking? Is it drawing? Is it playing an instrument? Is it public speaking? What is it that you can commit yourself to? Ask yourself, what can I commit to? And why I talk about commitment is because sometimes we start with all the enthusiasm, with all the excitement, but we don't really practice on a regular basis. We don't really stay committed to the goal that we have set for ourselves. And knowledge is everything. Knowledge is everything. If you have a knowledge in something, if you try to learn something new, you will feel confident eventually. Maybe it's something very small or very specific that a lot of people don't have knowledge about. It's okay. That will give you the confidence that you need. Knowledge gives you confidence. That's so true. So we need to have our priorities straight. Do you want to go outside and have a couple of drinks with your friends, or watch old episodes of your favorite TV show, or do you want to work on yourself and make yourself feel confident? And sometimes when you try to learn something new, it will feel so strange. It will feel like you're not understanding the topic. It will feel that there is a huge gap between where you are and where you want to be. It will feel so frustrating, and I completely relate to this, because these days I'm trying to learn how to read tarot, and sometimes it's honestly very, very frustrating, but it will be alright. Remember that it will be fine when you master it. So you need to practice it on a daily basis so that you feel confident about yourself. Knowledge will give you the confidence that you need here. So remember, learning gives knowledge, knowledge gives confidence, confidence creates character, and character creates a person. The fifth tip is act as if. And this one is my favorite because I use it on everyday basis to gain confidence. And this was kind of like a secret remedy for confidence. So act as if is a manifestation technique. It's literally like fake it till you make it. And you're not faking it to the external world, to the outside world, but you're just faking it to yourself till the point you start believing it. So when I tell you to say that I am beautiful, you might not feel that. You might not feel that at all, and you might reject that as well. But when you keep saying that to yourself, that I am beautiful, I am beautiful, I am beautiful, even if you don't really think that, you start grasping that word into your subconscious mind to the point that you will actually start to believe it. So right now, if you keep on saying that I am beautiful, you don't feel it. But if you constantly keep on saying it to yourself, you will actually start believing that after some time. So that's why I tell you affirmations work so well, because you keep on repeating the statements, the positive affirmations, till the point you start actually believing it. This principle simply states that you must become the person in order to be. So what I exactly did in order to be confident, I know it's gonna be very cringy, but so what I basically used to do was when I used to wake up in the morning and I used to make my breakfast, I would act as if there were a lot of people around me and I was giving interviews, I was having conversations with people, I was talking to them very, very confidently. I was being very confident. Also, I would walk inside my house very, very confidently. Sometimes I would wear my heels, and I know people would find it very, very crazy, but that gave me so much of confidence. That actually made me who I am today, because I never thought I could speak in front of the camera like this. I never ever thought that this day would ever come in my life. I know it sounds very stupid, but that is what act as if technique is. So if you want to be successful, start acting, talking, walking, speaking like a successful person, because that will bring those energies in your life. So if you want to be confident or if you want to be successful in life, start talking like a confident or a successful person. Start talking, thinking, being, eating like a successful person or a confident person, and it will bring in those kinds of energies in your life. So the thing is that your subconscious doesn't really understand the difference between your current reality and your desired reality. So your current reality is where you are exactly right now. So what you have in your life right now is your current reality. So your desired reality, that is your future reality, actually depends upon the current reality that you have. So if you have a lack mindset, if you feel you're not good enough, if you feel you're not confident, you're not successful, that is what you bring in your life. That is what your desired reality, that is what your future is going to be. But if you start acting as if you are confident, if you start acting as if you're successful, if you start acting as if you already have the job that you want, things will start shifting. Things will start happening the way you want, because our subconscious is even more powerful than you think. If you start acting as if you really are in the position that you want to be, you will start attracting all those things in your life very, very easily. So in this process, we are not trying to ignore the current reality completely, but we are just trying to focus on the things that we really want in the future, and we are trying to act as if that we have already achieved those things in our life. So that is what I did. I just acted as if I was confident. I was not confident from within, and I didn't even realize when I started to actually be confident. I never really needed that boost from people, because I already was feeling so confident in life. So these are the 5 tips that I used in my life to be confident, and I hope it really is useful to you as well. So if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys soon.